Game week's finally here. We're excited for it. I did like our camp. I think we got a lot accomplished. We did a nice job of working hard on our individual skills, working hard on understanding the schemes we want to utilize offensively and defensively. I think our attitude was very good and our work ethic was good. And our players did the best that they could do as far as putting all their effort into it. Last Friday night we had a mock game, which we ran just like a game. Really working hard to try to get in game shape is really what the idea was. We've never really did two of these before where you run it just like a game, but opening up, and I wanted to make sure we were in game shape and good condition. I feel like we are well conditioned, and that should help us and carry over. And the players did a good job with it, so I was excited. I am looking forward to a normal game week where we get to go through our preparation and work hard in the meeting room, work hard out on the field, really understanding all the situations of the game and focusing in on that aspect of it. I think we've had a good week of practice as far as special teams have gone, so I'm excited to see that. I think we should be a good cover team with our speed and experience there, and our guys have been kicking and punting the ball well, so I'm excited about that too. We will release it 2 deep tomorrow, and we're waiting just because Auburn's releasing theirs tomorrow, so we do it at the same time. There will be some oars in there, obviously at the quarterback spot and a couple of the offensive line spots where there's still competition, really, so we'll kind of see how that plays out as far as the offensive line spots go. But excited to get started and looking forward to attacking the week. And we did come in and practice last night. Our players, we brought them back last night, so today would be their normal Monday off. With that, I'll just open up for questions.
Any injuries?
No, we're pretty healthy. We're pretty healthy. Well, no, we haven't had him yet, so I guess he's the one guy that he was out there for a couple of days, and he just has a hamstring issue that he's been battling for years now. We've been doing a lot of studies on it and trying to figure out, is it his quads are too strong, because he's a real physical guy, but he hasn't been able to get over that yet. Yeah, I think they really have. I think they understand what it is we're trying to do. We've gotten better at recognizing defenses and seeing what the safeties and linebackers are doing, and being on time with the ball. I think that's one of the things we've been working hard on is our timing in the passing game and getting the ball out before the receiver's actually open, and working on throwing him open.
Do you expect to play multiple quarterbacks in the game, or are you going to pick one and just go with it?
Yeah, there's a possibility we might play more than one, but you'd anticipate having one ready to go. But I wouldn't be surprised if we don't play more than one.
Will you take Eric's suggestion and not name it until Saturday? And then the other thing, will the guys know it?
Yeah, I think it's a good suggestion by Eric. So, but yeah, our players will know before Saturday.
What in getting ready for their defense? Obviously, it's a new coordinator, but you know a lot about him. What's the challenge of just getting ready for what you think you're going to see from them?
Well, watching 2 types of video. One from what they did at Florida and schematically what we think they'll do. They're always going to do something different, so we're going to have to adjust quickly on the sideline during the game. And then watching really the Wisconsin, the bowl game, a couple of their games from last year, and their spring game on working on how to understand their players and understand what their talent is on defense. So you have to kind of watch just twice as much video.
You talked about competition in the line. Who is still competing? Are there anything that's set there on the offensive line?
There's really been good competition, and we rotated a bunch of guys in on Friday night, so they all got looks with the ones and worked hard with it. One of our tackle spots, Khalil Hunter and Jaron Christian have been competing to see who's going to be the guy there. Pedro's been playing both guard and center, so we've got to figure out which is the best combination for us there. Khalil or Keola and Kenny Thomas and Skylar Lacey have been working real hard at one of the other guard spots and getting a lot of work. And then both Epps and Kelby Johnson have been rotating at tackles too. So it's the thing I feel good about is overall our depth is much better. We just got to distinguish who the best five and what spots.
You guys seem to have a checklist of sorts about the things that are important for you to win. What are some of those things that you're looking for on Saturday?
Well, I think defensively we need to stop the run. You know, they've always done a great job of running the football and working hard on the tempo. They go fast, so we've got to be able to get lined up, get the call, and then play our technique within the call at a very fast pace. So that's what we've been working hard at. And then when we do, you know, force them to throw the ball, we've got to put pressure on a young quarterback, give him different looks, and, you know, make him not see what exactly the coverages are going to be. Offensively, I think it's real important that we limit stupid penalties. You know, that we don't go backwards. As long as you're always going forward, you have a chance offensively to get first downs, move the sticks, keep them on the field. You know, that's what you try to do, is keep their defense on the field. And you can't do that if you're hurting yourself. Then we need to be able to take care of the football, making sure that we don't turn it over, and get some chunk plays. You know, that was the fun thing about last Friday night was our receivers made a lot of what we call chunk plays, which are big plays, and you know, whether it was going up and catching balls or running after the catch, they all did a nice job of it, and some of the young receivers really showed out, so it was fun to see.
What are the most important factors in the quarterback decision? Consistency, accuracy, what are the things that weigh into it?
Well, number one, you have to have a quarterback that's very competitive and that will, you know, make the players around him better. We got to have one that's reliable, that we can trust, that's not unpredictable, so that we come out there and we know if we see certain things, he's going to do what he's been coached to do. And then he's got to be accurate. You know, that's the biggest thing is guys aren't going to be wide open, so you're going to have to be accurate with the ball and, you know, put it on his right earlobe or his left shoulder or his right hip and have the ability to throw guys open at times.
Is it a week-to-week decision, though? Is it a week-to-week decision, or playing a team like Auburn right off the bat, does it kind of change the way you go about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's different than playing, you know, some schedules where you have a couple of early games and you know, that's why we had to, like, play these scrimmages as game tempo and work hard on our conditioning and work hard on operating out on the field and the coaches being over on the sideline. That's hard on some of our coaches now. They like to, especially early, you know, they like to be out there. But I thought it was real important that the players learn how to play on the field without the coaches out there. So it certainly, you know, escalated how fast you got to teach guys to play at game tempo.
I mean, with the quarterback decision, how much is it gamesmanship, and how much is it, like, right now sitting there, you're still very undecided when it comes to that?
I probably got a pretty good idea. Yeah.
How's the secondary progressed? What have you seen from those guys back there?
Yeah, they've been doing a really nice job of tackling. You know, I think that's one of the areas that we should be good at is getting to the football and tackling. We're continuing to work hard on playing the ball in the air, getting the interceptions that we had, you know, from a year ago. We've done some extra ball drills and things. Chucky Williams had a really nice scrimmage the other night. Really did a good job of recognizing routes and playing in the ball in the air. Came up with a couple picks, which was great to see, you know, because I think that's the one thing that you know, the production we had from Holloman a year ago, you say, where's that going to come from? You know, how are we going to get those turnovers and create those type of big plays on defense? And to do that, you got to be able to catch the ball. That's what he did a great job of. Is he had very good hands and he could play the ball in the air.
Is there still competition in corner?
Yeah, there is. You know, and one of the things about corner is you're going to play more than two corners. So there's going to be competition all the time, and you're going to have guys that stay fresh and rotate in there, and, you know, you always play more than two corners.
I mean, when you're playing against an up-tempo offense like Auburn, how important is it to win third down to upset some of that rhythm that they'll possibly get into?
Yeah, the best way to win third down is win first down. You know, that's where it all starts, is be able to put them behind the sticks by, you know, stopping the run on first down, keeping them out of second and medium, second and short, but then getting off the field on third down. You know, that's one of the things the up-tempo teams always talk about is if they don't ever get started, you know, by 3 and outs, it's harder on them. So we gotta work hard on 3 and outs. But you know, it's going to be a great challenge because they have a very good offensive front. They understand what they want to do in the running game. So I think it's going to be important for us to really do a good job on stopping the run on first down and stopping the deep play action throws that they'll throw on first down. So it's a two-way challenge for us.
How would you measure progress or just the transition with this program from year 1 to year 2? You know, last year being kind of a transition year, how are things really falling into place?
Yeah, it's a little different because, you know, we came in with the team that was very heavy senior-wise and experience-wise and you know, talent-wise, and then all of a sudden 26 of them are gone. You know, so we have a lot of newness, particularly on the offensive side of the ball. So it's almost like starting over as far as teaching and executing offensively, I would say, because we have a lot of experience defensively. But I really like our talent. I really like the players that we have. It's just how quickly can we get them to operate at the execution that we need. So I think that's been probably the greatest challenge is offensively. There's so much newness there that we've had to kind of go a little slower than you would like to in year 2. Normally in year 2 you would say, you know, everyone understands what we're doing now. We can take further steps ahead, but we really are young offensively.
Do you have a good idea of what you're going to get from the way they played in fall camp, or do you never truly know until the lights go on in that dome?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have an understanding of where we're at, so I would hopefully we go out and play well. I'd like to see us go out and execute. Go ahead.
You've indicated that you have a sense of who your quarterback's going to be. Of any of the positions that you talked about that you're not sure, I mean, are there any where you truly have not made a decision yet?
Yeah, a couple of the offensive line spots. We still got good competition going on. We got 2 days in pads, and you know what you do with there is, and we've always done this, so it's nothing new to us, is a lot of times you'll have, say, 3 guys working at 2 positions, and then they just roll at practice. So, you know, a guy goes basically 8 reps in a row. He takes 4 as a guard, 4 as a tackle, and the other 2 guys are rotating in. So that's kind of how we practiced all last year, because of our depth-wise, you really had one guy that had to back up both guard and tackle. So it's nothing new at all on the offensive line for us. But we do have competition going on, and like I said, I think that's a good thing. That'll make us better.
Bobby, are there still some things that you coaches still have to install on the practice field about Auburn this week, or do you guys pretty much know what they're going to throw at you on Saturday?
Well, we've worked hard on Auburn. You know, we've had good preparation on them. Obviously, there's a few situations that we still need to cover and need to hit, but for the most part, it should be a big review week for us and really focusing in and getting, you know, even dialing down the game plan a little bit, you know, because there were some things last week that we did that we just wanted to look at, see where we are with them, and so we'll kind of hone in on exactly what we want to do.
What is a Muschamp defense? What kind of quality?
Well, really, what he does a great job of is getting them to play fast and physical. You know, I think that's the thing that when you watch all of his defenses throughout the year, they play with a lot of speed, play very physical, play with emotion. I think the key to us is to keep them on the field. We got to get first downs and keep them on the field and make them play when they're tired.
With so much newness on the team, talk about your routines on Friday and Saturday. What are some of the things you're going to do to maybe minimize the rubbish?
Yeah, well, we kind of already went through those. That's what we did on the mock game. So we did a lot of things on last Thursday and Friday that would, you know, and we talked about them all the time, is okay, this is what we'll be doing next Friday as we, you know, before we leave to go to Atlanta. This is what we'll do when we're at the hotel. This is how we're going to conduct pregame meals. So that's what the whole mock game, I I'm not sure where that term came from, but that's what we, are trying to do, is not just going out on the field and playing like we would on the field, but how everything leads up to it, how the meetings go, what you're supposed to do in walkthroughs, how you're supposed to go about conducting your business. And we rely on the guys that were here a year ago, to provide leadership, make sure everyone understands, when they walk into that training room, what the mood is supposed to be. So that's the good thing about being here a year, is the players do know what we expect of them, and they need to expect that from the younger guys and teach them and make sure they learn and know how to do it.
Just to clarify,
You and Gus Malzahn have both been kind of dubbed great offensive coaches in the college game over the past decade. So when you're studying Auburn for as long as you have, do you find yourself maybe taking notes and maybe incorporating some of the things that you like that they do along the way?
Yeah, I mean, there's always similarities in what they do, what we do. They've always been a spread offense with run emphasis. They really know how to run the ball out of the spread looks and then being able to throw the ball deep, So that's something they've always done a great job of. And, I would go all the way back to watching Gus's offense when he was a high school coach and we tried to recruit his quarterback. So we've had a good idea of, what he's been doing for quite a long time. Coached against him when he was at Tulsa and Auburn both. So, he does a very, very good job of teaching his players how to execute.
Can you just talk about for you the new season? And I know you're probably tired of answering the same questions, and how excited you are personally to get to that opening game.
I'm just smiling because I am kind of tired of answering the same questions. I guess that just goes with the territory, right? Yeah, it's been Rocco said, hey, let's get out there and talk all summer long to the press, and so it seems longer than normal, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I'm just anxious to get going. Let's go play. Let's see where we're at. I am excited about the fact that it's a great opening game. We recruit a lot of players out of that area. We'll have a great crowd there. I think it'll put our players in a huge atmosphere that will help us for the rest of the year. To be able to have to go down there and play in that type of atmosphere, loud, be able to communicate non-verbally, be able to not hear the cadence. It's only going to make us better for the rest of the year.
Last one right here. Clarify, so Khalil is not playing tackle?
Yeah, Khalil's been working at tackle mostly. So
those two guys are Jaron and Khalil are playing tackle now, right?
yeah, they've been working at tackle. Kelby and Epps have been working at tackle. Most of the other guys have been rotating at guard. Some of them, Skylar's been working at both guards.
So Keola, Kenny, and Skylar are like...
Keola, Kenny, Skylar, yeah, and Pedro's been working at guard and center. I'm missing somebody. I can't think of who is it that I'm missing at guard. Well, TC's been working at center, so I don't know. We got 11 guys basically rotating at 5 spots. So Lucaeus, yeah, that's who I've been missing. Lucaeus has been playing both guard and tackle, but mostly guard lately.
What did you think about moving Jaron? I mean, based on the public practice we saw, which was a month ago, but
Yeah, that was a while ago.
move some of those guys out to tackle. Why did you think that?
Well, just the combination of strength, athletic ability. How do you protect off the edge? We believe Lucaeus is going to be a great player, but he's still not sure about all his assignments. So he's been doing a really good job. I really like what we see from him. We just got to get it so somebody can help him on his assignments. Okay, thank you.